Actually, the school of Kukishin Denryu have 9 like that. 9 big like that. Huh? 9 and 3 makimono. It's some scroll like that. So that's just one part. If you know this, if you know this, you're a very good shodan.
Is that one or is that
only one of the? There is 8 book like this, and that's only one. Ku means 9, so it's normal 9, 8 books. So look well. Most of the densho, some are writing on Edo area because it was a peaceful time, so you have time to write, go down, and they are writing many kind of Japanese writing. This one is writing in Kambun. It's a very old Japanese. It's a Chinese Japanese. So actually 12th, 11th century. Not this one, huh? But the writing is about this years. So it starts from Kukishin Denryu Kigen, the story of Kukishin Denryu. So maybe most of you have been in internet, have looked some another school, same lineage, but different current, lives around Osaka. They have also kind of this history. Our Kukishin Denryu is from Takamatsu Sensei. We don't look beyond that. It's useless. It's different way of doing. Takamatsu Sensei was a ninja. When he get in Kukishin Denryu, he met a ninja master. He was already ninja. So when he looked the technique, he knows the weakest one and the good one. And because he was a ninja, he changed everything. That's why our way of doing Kukishin Denryu is different than the other. Don't forget. Huh? When you practice martial art or you study history, you have to know small details like that, and it put light where we need. So Kukishin Denryu Kigen. Kigen means gen. Gen is the origin, and ki like Tonorapo, which is occur, O-C-C-U-R-R-S. Thank you very much. So as you can see, the history is very long. It's very long. It's very, very long. Very. And sometimes the characters are very, very difficult to take, to understand, because it's so, we call in French cursive? History is very long. Kion Kamae Gata. So it's the form, Kamae. As you can see, there is no draw. Why? Because it can be some people can stole the denjo. So it was writing first in a way that only the successor can read, which means you have to have the experience of the art, not only of the art, but of life. It's experience based on life practice, something you're really, really live. It's not something you learn. So there is no draw. It's not finished. And we start it with Shoden Gata. We will start with Shoden Gata, and I hope to do the 9 technique of Shoden Kata. Only that. Believe me, it's something. And no draw, again. So for example, we do Seion. If we take over technique, it is said, your opponent strike you left, right, left. Where is strike? On the face, okay, but how? It is not writing. Who is man? Who is his style? It is not writing. Maybe it's yourself. You fight against yourself. You have to believe that when it is writing, your opponent strike you, means your opponent is more strong than you. So you have to take not double care, but very, very care of everything. Also, many things, for example, when it's writing, you throw like this. It's writing with koshi harai, harai goshi, seoi nage. This word I was using in judo. Why they put this word here? Which means, if a judoka read this, it's the same as our style, isn't it? No, it was writing here to know if someone steals and he do judo, he will do judo. Actually, our way of throwing is different from judo. We never use the hip. Never. I will show you here, you will see. Some people ask me if I should the hip, even in Japan. I never use hip. If you use hip, it's not taijutsu. So we try to do this. Ah yes, there is a small comment. This is I write in Japanese small comment because sometimes you have to understand what you want to say here. After that, Hina, yes, set the show, yes. That's, yes, everything. That's the first level. There is 9 techniques. Chudengata, which means the between. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12. Oh la vache. And Sabaki Gata. Sabaki Gata, most of people think that Sabaki means avoid, isn't it? Like in Aikido. Actually, Sabaki Gata doesn't mean avoid, it means resolve. So you resolve with your body. There is a problem, you resolve. There's many ways of resolve. There is Te Sabaki, Ashi Sabaki, Karada Sabaki, many. So most of people said many things, but did they practice? So this is Sabaki Gata. This is Sabaki Gata. And now we go in Okuden Gata. Okuden is what is high level. And Okuden Gata, there is many, as you can see. Oh. Sometimes it's up here. As you can see, it's not the regular one we know. And on this Kyusho, you have also the legs behind. You have all the name and what they do. The result when you strike here, what happened, and how to strike them. But if you don't have the image of the master, you cannot understand. Okay, oh yeah, you see this point? Oh, it doesn't work, because people are different. There is people more sensible, some people more strong and not sensible, and of course it depends also of the time, the hours, the time of what he eat, many things on the Kyusho's working. And he's speaking also about healing with the Kyusho. So this Kyusho can be, for example, very painful, but it can help also for something else. That's all the name. That's all the name. Ah, some draw, but very, useless. For example, you write Omote Gyaku, La Gyaku, just show the hand. But we don't need the hand. We need how put the feet. It's not writing. For example, Onikudaki, the fist, the strike, Happoken. And after he said Ijo, it's finished. But not Sakuho, how to build your body the more natural way. And after again, Shilabe Gata, Shilabe and Moguri Gata, then transmission. So now we go in the Shilabe and Moguri. Shilabe means a check. So for example, you have your opponent, you do a technique, and you do a counter technique, and you have to do a counter technique. It's kind of chess. You have to think always twice ahead before. That's why a ninja he knows his enemy, and because he knows his enemy, no problem. Okay, Okuden. Look well, huh? Even if you don't understand, no problem. After Shoden Gata in Okuden, first level in the high level. When someone knows all this, he can say he is half of Kokushinden Ryu. And when he said you struck on the face, you don't know what can style. You don't know the power of the man. So which means you must do this technique against anyone, against any style. You don't say this man come this school from the north of Japan and no. He strike here, and it's up to you. Again. Here is Kokushinden Ryu Hambo Jutsu. Hambo. Staff is long, one. That is Hambo is a small one. Yeah. When you read the thing is like you go on the heart, on the spirit of the one who read. It's a very fresh of things. Kamae Gata. So that is now we go on Bojutsu. Jodan, Chudan, Gedan. You see, no draw. So if, again, me for example in university I work with a very very strong scholar in Japanese. Even in England, there's people who can read Japanese, Buddhism, very old. For them, it's like drinking milk, no problem. When I give them this and the other thing I have, we cannot translate. Impossible to translate. I don't understand what he said. And they know Japanese better than me. But this is a special way of writing, because you put down words. You don't put down words. You put experience, life experience. So you have to experience this. Otherwise, it's nothing. Kihon gata, ukemi, Jodan ukemi. In Bojutsu, hashi arai, shihou furigata, menuchi gata. And now we start the kata against sword. Sabaki gata, goho, ura goho, sashiai, funabari, ura no hitotsu no ashi, sakuho, rakka. There is 27 kata. How 27 kata can be transmitted in a so long history? It's impossible. But there is one thing. There is one movement with which you can do everything. And that's ninjutsu. With one movement, with unicity, from the unicity there is the multiplicity. The one who has the unity, that's why, for example, for Michimonji here, with the sword is the same, with the spear is the same, with the bow is the same, with a gun is the same, with shuriken is the same. So everyone said, yes, it's the same, but who can do it correctly? Correctly means you know everything. Oh yes, 25, sorry, huh? Not 26. Maybe 27, no, I don't know. Shoden Gata, first level, that is more fighting exercise. Again, no draw. Sometimes you have draw, but draw are not enough. Shuden Gata. All is not by pen, as you can see, it's brush. So that's why sometimes it's very difficult to read, and you need also to copy again, many times. And when you copy, you have to take care, because, for example, if you copy but you're tired, you can make a mistake on the kanji. And when you go back and you do like this, oh, it's like this, and you make a mistake. And when you teach your mistakes. Is what happened when, for example, some Japanese shion copy down the densho. So that's why in Malacca is there, in Tanimura is there, and this and this. So the guy who have recopied the densho, and if he recopy many times, he works. He helps for, it's a kind of he works his brain, he cultivates his own self, because kanji are very difficult. Most of the kanji using here are not used nowadays. Even the electronics computer don't have. Jōjutsu, a draw. People who love Buddhism and Mikyo, when they saw this, oh, that's Mikyo, No, it's not kiri, it's the way of striking. And that's the way of moving. Jutte jutsu, Juppo Seisho no jutsu. Of course, there is Kusari Jutsu, but I don't bring, excuse me, because it's more big. And I said, that's Kisha Jutsu, with on the horses and fighting with the horses. Shindenyu, Hiken no Yo. That's the story of the using of the sword in Kukshindenyu and how you use it, and for what purpose, and how you do the draw, Yaijutsu in Kukshinryu. Of course, when there is Kenjutsu, there is always Yai, because nobody worked like this on the street with the sword a long time ago. So you have first to draw. So always in Kenjutsu there is Yai, and there is said that Yai is the heart of the Kenjutsu, a very old Goku no Uta, a poem of martial art. So that's the story. Until this. And here the technique. Tsukekomi, Sayugyaku, Tsukigake, Sayugyaku, Kiriage, Ijo. Stop here, and now again another technique of sword. More high level, Ijo, again. So 3 level of the small sword, or jute, or a knife, or Kyoketsu Shoge, or Kusarigama. Yes, there is a part of Kusarigama I don't have to bring with me, because it's so big. Kodachi, Some people said that Kukushin was not ninjutsu school. So if you know the character here is ninjutsu. And that's a ninjutsu. That's the movement of ninjutsu. And kuden. How to do the weapons. How to build all the characteristics. Some draw with, you know, the unity, measure. And after the Daizuneki, Hatsumi, Takamatsu. It's important to show scrolls to people like this. He gave, of course, the real one is better because the paper is different. There is a flavor, there is smells. You can just by looking the brush and the way you write, you can imagine, you can feel the level of Takamatsu. If someone has seen the DVD, actually the translation is very bad. That's why they asked me to do it again. So they wait to solve everything and after to put the translation. And I did the translation, but better than I'm speak now because I translate everything. And after I met a friend of mine who is an English teacher of literature, just to match everything. And I did in French and English, and the translation actually you break everything, you make interpretation, there is word you don't translate. Yes, when you're English and you stay too much in Japan, you become Japanese and you forget your own language. So yes, you can see, you can feel. And just by looking, normally when you look, you don't read. When you read the technique, you look you see your master moving. It's like better than the video. Because it helps you to use, it pushes you to use everything, not the brain memory, but the body memory. That's why kuden is important, kuden, but the more important is taiden, the transmission of the body. If you don't have taiden, kuden is nothing. Because which is not writing is more important than what is writing. Okay, so say on. And he said,